call the meeting to order. Stand for the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call to order the special water district meeting. Town clerk minutes, February 19th, 2020, sent electronically.
Make the motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Abstract number 3, vouchers 33 through 45 in the amount of $1,898.98, pages 1 through 3.
I'll make the motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Water report, pages 4 through 6.
Make the motion to accept the water report.
Second.
I'll second the motion.
Nancy, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. New business from the board, water meter replacement. We have signed contract with Census for all new water meters for the water district. They will be delivered the 1st of May and will be replaced throughout town by, I think it's the end of July, the next time they got to be read. Mike Johnson from Census and Core and Maine will be here to help with the installation and whatnot with the water department. And everything seems to be on track with that. Dawn's satisfied with the program that they use. The guys seem to like the meters, so we'll see what happens. So that's all set. I was approached by the Buckhorn Landowners Association last month regarding the possibility of the town taking over Buckhorn's water district. For those of you that aren't familiar with this, the Buckhorn neighborhood actually has their own water system underground with a pump station, well, chlorination chamber, the whole 9 yards, just like the Forestport district has. We currently have, we are the operators of record with the health department for that, because they need a certified operator to check their chlorination levels and stuff. So Ted does that for them, for the health department. I have talked to the health department. There would be nothing required on our part in terms of their end of things to take it over. I'm going to reach out to Jack Dodson if it's something that we're sort of interested in. I think he needs to take a look at their system and see what kind of shape it's in. Everything leads me to believe that it's in good shape, that it's not falling apart or anything. The operators will say it's a nice system. The problem they're having is it's maintained on a volunteer basis. So as folks are getting a little older and wanting to go to Florida for the winter or whatever, it's getting harder and harder to train people how to operate the system and chlorinate and so on and so forth. Every indication that I got from the association at this point is that they understand that if we took it over, obviously there would be a charge associated with it. We didn't discuss it in detail. I'd like to see what Jack Dodson says about their system. And then also what he says about in terms of, the user rates and whether or not we need to charge some kind of debt on the back end to save in the event that there's replacement things to be done down the line. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there. It's not a hurry, but I think we need to do a little homework before we really make any decisions about that. So how's that sound? I'll talk to Jack and see if we can have him come and take a look at it when the snow is completely gone. I'm sure Al Candido, who's their president, would be happy to take him around and whatnot with Ted and so on and so forth. Okay, no business from the public tonight on the water district, obviously. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the water meeting.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Call to order the sewer meeting. Town clerk minutes, sewer district 1, February 19th, 2020, sent electronically.
I'll make the motion. I'll close minutes.
Nancy?
I'll second.
No, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Abstract number 3, vouchers 16 through 20 in the amount of $609.96, page 1.
I'll make the motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Any new business from the board on the sewer district? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the sewer meeting.
Reports.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, the sewer report is right over that.
I'll make a motion, Jeff.
Charles, Ronnie's got the second. All in favor? Motion carried. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the sewer meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carried. Okay, call to order the regular meeting. General abstracts, number 3, 145 through 210 in the amount of $38,661.41.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Highway abstract number 3, vouchers 56 through 77 in the amount of $21,082.95.
I'll make a motion for the highway abstract. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Just as a side note, I did take a look today, our snow removal payroll, which is usually what puts us in the hole if we end up in the hole for the year for highway. We have $109,765 left as of today in snow removal. And I looked for last year at the same time, we had 82,000 left. So we're considerably ahead of the game. It's been a much lighter winter overtime wise. And, so that's a really good sign, assuming we don't get pounded in November and December of 2020. That works to keep the highway budget on track. So, town clerk minutes, town board meeting, February 19th, as well as a public hearing, solar moratorium, local law minutes from February 19th, 2020 as well. I'll entertain a motion for both.
I'll make a motion for the highway.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Monthly reports, I'll entertain a motion to approve as a whole.
Make a motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. All right, no cog tonight. John, we miss you. Old board business. The revamp on sign law. I want to thank Danielle for attending the sign workshop in February in my absence. I really appreciate it. I was indisposed. I did attend the planning meeting for February, or March, I'm sorry. And it sounds like the board has made quite a bit of progress at the workshop. From what I understand, they went line by line through the current law, making changes, eliminating things, adding things. And they're going to continue to work on it. Obviously, with the current health crisis, that may slow things down a little bit. I assured them that I felt that they were on the same page as the town board with where they were headed with it. And I told them, I got the sense that maybe some of them were feeling urgency about it. And I said, we'd rather have it right the first time and be comfortable with sending it over here than rushing it out. So we're going to continue to hold the line on that. And I think they got some great ideas, and I think it's going to work out here in the next several months, but it may be July before we get something on the books, I'm thinking. So one of the things that we did discuss at length was the fee schedule. We were able to sort of postpone the sign portion of it. They're also making changes to the RV portion of the site review law, which they tabled that as well, and sort of concentrated on the fee structure. So there's a copy of that in your packet. This is an initial draft. They had some questions for the codes officer, but we don't have to go through this whole thing. I included a copy with the packet, or rather Tracy and Bonnie did, so that you guys can take a look. The fees are substantially different than they were prior to this. Myself, along with several members of the planning board, researched other towns, Boonville, Trenton, Saranac Lake, several others. Most towns do their fee schedule on a square foot basis. Okay, so there may be an initial fee for the permit, let's say $75, and then there's an additional per dollar per square foot cost. We sort of kind of took the approach where it's X amount up to so many square feet, and every 500 square feet over that, or so many square feet over that, was an additional $50 or $100 or whatever. I do feel that our fees up until now at this point are quite antiquated. And I'm not saying we have to keep pace with New Hartford or Old Forge or anywhere, but the planning board feels, and I agree with them 100%, that the fee isn't just for the paperwork. The fee is designed to help offset, and it doesn't completely offset, obviously, the manpower that goes into processing the permit or whatever it may be. For instance, if you're building a new house, there's a dozen site inspections that need to be done. That's 12 times that the codes officer has to get in his car, go to your job site, do the inspection for 20 minutes, a half hour, drive back here, log it into the computer. So we're looking to sort of make those fees more in line with those sorts of things. So take the next month and just kind of take a look at this and see if there's anything that really stands out to you that you hate or you love or whatever. I think it's a pretty solid draft. And I think next month with the planning meeting, we're going to kind of nail it down and have a real draft for us to take a look at. The fee structure will be in conjunction with the changes to the RV law as well as the sign law. That way we do one public hearing, one change to a local law, submit one packet to the state, and we're done. So any questions on that? STEM program, I talked to a couple of the folks that have done some teaching for us. They're still trying to figure out their schedule, but I feel confident that we're going to have everything kind of lined up by the middle of April, and by the 1st of May, we'll put out feelers for kids that are interested, and keep you posted on that. Camp Nazareth, I wanted to let everybody know that we collected $2,775 in donations towards kids to go to Camp Nazareth in addition to the money that the town spends. So we're going to be able to send 25 kids to camp this year. I have one slot left right now. And I do want to thank publicly Dwayne Freimeyer from Freimeyer Surveying, Ed Ben from Ben Realty, Danielle and Greg Mazway from White Lake Lodges, Tim Hoser of TNR Construction, Ralph and Luann Cosa of White Lake, Camp Three Pines from Otter Lake, and Cheryl and Nick Gallagher as well for an earlier donation to the youth program. They generally make a donation every year, and we appreciate it. As well as I had 3 anonymous donations. So, I mean, people were running around town shoving money in my pockets. Unbelievable. In a couple of days, we raised that money. So the kids are excited, and like I said, we have one spot left, and that's open until May 1st, unless it fills before then. So any questions there? Great. Super. Trackside Blazers, we had an animated discussion last month regarding snowmobile trails that run adjacent to the highway. Ron and I had a chance to meet with the Trackside Blazers after that as well. And I don't know about you, but I feel like, I really feel like we're headed in the right direction for the summer. Got some ideas, and I think we're working well with the club members and the club leadership to find a long-term balance between plowing the road safely and allowing the snowmobiles to ride the roadside safely as well. So we're going to continue to work on that through the summer and do our best to have a plan in place for the fall. So, okay, we are up to probably the most exciting part of the meeting, the sealed bids on our 2009 GMC 3/4 ton truck, formerly the Buildings and Grounds Department. So I'm going to open this, and if I forget when we get done, somebody needs to make a motion to accept one of these as well as authorize me to execute the paperwork to dispose of it to whoever. Let's see what we have.
So how many do you have? 5?
I think. Yeah. That's the old one. All right. Anybody have a drum roll? All right. We have a bid from Donald Rumiano. Please forgive me. I bid $2,897 for the GMC 2009 pickup. Ted Dactor, $3,000 for 2009 GMC pickup. Christopher Curry, $2,850. And Craig Jenks, $2,756.01. That concludes the bidding on the truck. Do I have a motion to accept one of these bids?
I'll make a motion.
All right, who do we want to accept here? We have Mr. Rumiano at $2,897. Ted Dactor at $3,000. Craig Jenks at $2,756.01. Christopher Curry at $2,850 each.
I said 10, I was there.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Motion carried. The bids is Ted Dactor. Big bid of $3,000. Do I have a motion to authorize me to execute the paperwork to dispose of the truck?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. Do that tomorrow. Now, for some other exciting news. I went to Mr. Riley's office today and I signed the final paperwork to dispose of the old town hall. So his secretary is going to overnight it to the buyer in New York City. And assuming that the United County Clerk's office isn't closed for business in the next week or so, they should be able to file the proper paperwork and it will be theirs and they will release the funds. And we will be done with that building forever. I did want to also mention that I had it come to my attention, and this has been on the back of my mind, but I'm glad somebody brought it to my attention, that the garage that sits on the old town hall property that we are maintaining a lease with the buyers was built with water district money. So Dawn and I feel that a portion of the proceeds of the sale of the town hall needs to be repurposed to the water district. So I had Tanya look at what the garage is assessed for versus the total assessed value. We cross-multiplied that into a percentage, which comes out to about 8% of the total sale price. However, due to the way the bills are paid for the water garage, because it was also used for buildings and grounds for all these years, Dawn figures 4% of the proceeds should go to the water district, which is approximately $3,200. All right, that's prior to paying the other fees. So I'll have a definite number by next month.
Now, where do we have it done as far as using that garage?
We have a 10-year lease with an option to renew after that, to have ingress and egress to the water side of the garage. We have a pump station in the one half of the garage, which services 8 houses on Wall Street and Newton Street for the water district. The buyers will have use of the other side of the garage, which is empty. Just so everybody's clear, both sides have walk-in doors with their own locks. There's a door between the 2 bays that locks on both sides. And then each side will have its own garage door opener. So there won't be any back and forth or whatever. So, everybody okay with that? All right, new business. Theoretically speaking, if the health protocols are lifted by the April meeting, Joel Bailey from the DOT, New York State DOT, is going to be here next month on the 15th. Did I have that right? Or is it the 19th? 15th, I think it is. 15th, thanks, Joe. To give a preliminary presentation to the public and to the board about possible work on the Route 28 bridge over Woodhull Road, as well as the McKeever Bridge on Route 28 in McKeever for 2021. Yeah, they've done a lot of work on it, and it sounds like it may be getting a new deck. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm almost positive that the Route 28 bridge at Forestport is going to get a whole new deck. So keep that in mind. We'll see what Joel has to say. As I said, that's not going to take place till next summer. So that's that. We've had some complaints about streetlights out. I think I have a decent list of the ones that are out right now. I have contacted National Grid. I have to get the poll numbers to them in order for them to come and fix the lights. They're going to change them to LEDs while they fix them. So that's good for us. So we are working on that. I have a request from the town clerk here to purchase what they call an e-deposit machine from Adirondack Bank. Basically, what the gist of it is allows us to deposit checks from here without going to the bank. And I'm all for it. I do want to find out from Karen, and I don't know, maybe you can answer this. If we buy one machine and different departments deposit checks, or has it got to be just the town clerk account or the bookkeeper's account? Okay.
Because you still put the deposit ticket as your account number.
Okay, so I'm going to check on that. It's a $50 a month fee.
But they would waive the fee.
Okay.
She said they need that.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so I'm going to just check on that, and if everybody okay, if they waive the fee, we can. That would save somebody from going to the bank quite a bit because most of your deposits are checks. Right. But you don't get a ton of cash for water and sewer. That would, and the court could use it, Don could use it. That would be good. I also want to make just a couple of announcements to the public, anybody that's watching. If you haven't been informed, the Forestport Town Court is suspended, like all New York justice courts, until May 5th, 2020, due to health protocols. If you have not received a call or a letter from the court clerk, you will be receiving one about what to do if you have a case pending in Forestport Town Court. All extracurricular activities for the town hall are canceled. This includes yoga, bingo, birthday party rentals, youth baseball, youth basketball, softball. I think I'm missing anything. Karate has been canceled for the time being as well. We are asking the public to please mail your water and sewer payments if at all possible, as well as dog license renewals. Do not come to the building unless it is absolutely necessary. If you have to come to the building, please check in at the town clerk's takeout window as you enter. You need to sign in, provide your name, phone number, and the date you were here. And we're trying to limit the amount of people from the public that we allow inside the building unless you have a specific appointment with an official. Please try to limit your business here for the time being anyways, until we can get through this coronavirus business. Questions on that? Okay. Anything else new from the board? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to enter executive session regarding a legal matter.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carried. Shall return. Okay, board returns from executive session at 7:01, no action taken. I did want to just mention one more thing that I forgot in the announcements. The Horton Road Bridge project is scheduled to start the beginning of April. They're already doing some minor work on the Kincaid Road Bridge, which is the detour route. The bridge will be completely closed while they do this. The finish line or the target date for finishing is August sometime. So Tioga Construction is in charge of it, and they will have an office here along with the DOT engineer in charge of the project. If you have questions or complaints or comments, you can see them here. Anything else from the board? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn then. All in favor? We are adjourned. Thank you.